AI-generated content is everywhere now. Your feed, your ads. You see them thousands of times a day, whether you notice it or not. We can make almost anything, but we still can't answer the one question that matters. Will it land? Will it be successful so we ship? And we hope. Precept changes that. It's built on Tribe V2, Meta's model of how the brain responds to video. Then we sharpened it with human-labeled data, leveraging reinforcement learning from human feedback to teach Percept which parts of the brain model what. It doesn't read your mind. It predicts how people would respond. Here's how it works. Create. Describe an idea. Percept leverages Reddit to ground it and add science, writes the creative with Claude, and renders your video in 1080p through Pika. Refine. Your video plays before a glowing, three-dimensional cortex, and you watch the predicted response light up frame by frame. 4 signals answer: audio, language, attention, vision. Those same human ratings tune how Percept reads each one.
Hey everyone, we built Precept. You can turn any idea into a shoot-ready video using Pika and a bunch of different tools. So one of the main tools that we use to build Precept is Redis. It's basically the engine running beneath everything. First, it's our vector database. All of our ad research lives there as embeddings, so we can instantly pull the most relevant examples when we need them. It's also our semantic cache, so we hand back similar answers in milliseconds instead of wasting an API call. And then it's also our memory, remembering every single run and session so the loop learns and never repeats itself. And one layer that we added on top of Redis is that anyone can now store AI-generated videos inside of Redis, and you can query information about them using computer vision. And so we packaged all of this into a plugin that you can install through the Redis MCP.
Yeah, and then building on what he said, we can also do video generation with Pika and a lot of flagship models. So video generation is going to take a while, so I'll move on to our next feature. So our next feature is this brain model created by Facebook. So what this does is that we hope to be able to take in short content created by creators and help optimize it to the next level. So let me give you a quick example of what we do. So for an example, this is a really short ad, and I like to optimize it to be more attractive for users and more like rewarding. And so how we do that was that I would first upload this, and we will run the tribe model onto it, and we could see like the neurological stimulation throughout the process of like this entire short film. And you can see kind of like this is the graph that shows the stimulation, and we could find places where it's kind of low by clicking that button. And let's say we have these low points and we want to splice one of them and try and get more stimulation. So we will click the splice button, and then we will click the region that we want to splice, and then we will click regenerate. And what regenerate does is that we have an AI agent that goes and looks at possible ways to regenerate this clip given the starting frame and the ending frame, and it wants to regenerate it as realistic as possible, or as similar to whatever film it's working with as possible. So let me click regenerate. So you can see that it decided it wanted to generate 3 different clips, and then it would choose which one's best based off of feeding these clips into this brain model. Okay, so now our 3 videos have been finished generating. So we can see that this one's the highest score. It's higher than the original, so it probably means that this one kind of activates your neurons the most. Maybe it makes you feel the most rewarding. And so we could say use this, and this will integrate that into our current video. You can see it resets and it integrates it into our current video. And if we press play, you can see that this is now the thing that our AI just generated, and it's into our video, and we could download the MP4. And we can also see the general engagement also went up. So yeah.
Falling with your film. Percept autonomously finds the weak moments, regenerates them, compares the new takes, and picks the strongest by predicting which scenes are weakest. And every choice you make teaches Percept what resonates, so your next video gets more viewers than the one before it. Percept. See your storyland, made with Pika and Claude.